Hello, and welcome to our Label and Filters tutorial for Gmail. In this tutorial, we will show you how to create labels and how to properly use them so that your inbox is nice and organized. So what is the difference between labels and folders? Well, labels allow you to organize your email messages into categories, sort of like a folder. However, you can apply more than one label to a single message. So it is basically like a virtual database instead of a physical filing system. 5,000 labels can be created in Gmail. That includes sublabels. If you exceed that number, you may find that your Gmail experience is a bit slower and more errors can occur. If you decide to delete some labels, that doesn't mean that your messages will be deleted. They will return back to your inbox. So let's get started with labels. To create a label, you simply go to the left-hand side where it says More and click on that. And you'll notice all of these labels that are already here. Important, chats, all mail, spam, trash. To create a new label, you simply go down to Create New Label. And let's enter a name for our label. And right here where it says Nest Under, if we check that, you can put it under another label if you like. But for this example, we're just going to do it normal since we don't have any labels created. So we're going to hit Create. And our label was created. If you look right here, Demo Examples. If you hover over it and you notice this little drop down arrow, you can click on that and you have some more options. We can show, which means it's going to show up here on the left. If you hide it, it'll hide it from the left. You can edit it, you can remove it, you can add a sub-label, and then you also have the option to show if unread or hide it. The one I like to go to is the label color. I like to give my labels colors, different colors. So let's say I want to do this one, this light blue. So if you notice, it puts a light blue. So let's click on this one right here. If we click on the checkbox, you can go right here to the labels, click on the drop down arrow, click the label you want it to put in, and hit apply. Now you notice it puts the label of Demo Examples in here. So why is it still in my inbox? Because what I did was label it. I did not move it into that label. There's two ways you can move it into that label. You can click on it and drag it into that label. If you click on Demo Examples, you'll see there's that email. Okay, so let me move it back. I'm just going to drag it back into my inbox. Let's go back to my inbox. So let's say I don't want to drag it. I can click on it, the checkbox, click right here in my folder, Move To, and click Demo Examples. Same way, if I want to move it back, click the checkbox. I can move it back to my inbox. I can add another label if I had another label. And I could create another label right here. I can remove the label. But for this example, we're just going to move it back to my inbox. And let's say I have the email open and I want to move it into that label. Just click right here, Move To, and click the label you want to move it to. And it moves it. And that's it for the basics of the labels. You can also access your labels in the Settings tab. So let's go to our Settings and click on Labels. And here are the labels that we have. And here's the labels that we've created. This is the one I just created. So I also have some other options. I have show, hide, show if unread, and then show a message list or hide it. I can remove it, or I can edit it, and I can create a new label. If I hit create new label, I get the same options as before. And I also have the options to be able to hide some of these categories if I don't want to see them. I can hide, I can show categories or hide it. Right now I have them hidden. If you notice, they're black, so they're hidden. If I hit show, there it is on the left hand side. So let's hide it. And I can pick and choose what I want, which labels I want to show up, and create them or delete them. One quick thing about these labels that you create, when you get a lot of them, you'll notice that you only get to see 5 of them appear. A couple more might show up, but let's say you want your important one to show or another label you may have created. You simply grab it and drag it above there, and now there it is. Same thing, if you don't want it up there anymore, click it, drag it below the last line, and there it is. That's simple. Now we'll move on to creating filters. Now that we have showed you labels, let's show you how to use them more effectively using filters. Filters can make it so your messages that arrive meeting certain criteria automatically have labels applied to them. So let's get started on creating filters. So to create a filter, we simply go up here to the search box and we type in what we want our filter to be. So for this example, I'm going to use the words demo. You can actually put an email address, you can put a subject, you can put anything you like up there. So we're going to click the drop down arrow, and right here on the right where it says create filter with this search, we're going to click that. So right here it gives us a couple of options. We can make any email that comes through with the criteria of demo skip the inbox and automatically be archived to our archives folder, or we can apply the label. If we click on apply the label and we apply it to the demo examples and we click skip the inbox, it won't show up in our inbox at all. It'll automatically just be put into that label. I like for it to show up in my inbox and in my label, so I don't check skip the inbox. You can also get it so it marks it as read. It stars it automatically for you. It can forward it. It can delete it. Never send it to spam. Always mark it as important. Never mark it as important. Or you can get it to automatically go into a category. So I'm going to just apply the label so that it goes into the demo examples and always mark it as important. And down here it says also apply filter to 2 matching conversations. So it found 2 other conversations with the words demo in them, and it's asking me if I wanted to automatically filter those also. So I will hit the little check mark because I don't want to go in and manually put those messages into that demo folder. I'd rather it automatically do it for me. So let's just hit create, and my filter was created. And if you notice, this had the word demo, and now it filtered it and it applied that label. So let's go to demo examples, and here's that email, and here's another one it found. It found one in my drafts, and it filtered it right into that label for me. So let's go back to my inbox, and let's say I don't want to create the filter using my search. I can actually go right here to settings, and filters. And here's that filter I created. I can edit it. I can delete it. I can create a new filter. And I can also, if I click on it, I can export it. If I export it, I can import it into another one of my Gmail accounts, or I can import it into Microsoft Outlook or any other email services that you may be using. I can also import other filters. If I have another Gmail account and I have a filter applied over there and I want to import it into my other email account, I can import that filter. So let's go back And that's it for creating our filters. I hope you enjoyed it, and please come back and watch our other videos. Thank you.